Hello and welcome back here to some more SRL finals action. We're at ANZ Stadium where the Canberra Raiders are going to be taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Your Wednesday evening game, what a game we had previously, going into half-time on your Tuesday. The Manly Seagulls were up 30-0, came back, but in the end the Seagulls took it away. I'm Eddie Oliver, joined by your SRL Commissioner, Lachlan Martin.
Yeah, g'day Eddie, what a match it was yesterday. The winner of this game obviously will take on the minor premiers, the Cowboys, for a spot in the grand final. Both these teams fighting to be there next Tuesday night, evening I should say. Obviously, clear skies above us. A little bit of a wet encounter up in Townsville earlier, but down in Sydney today we have a dry field, fast track. Obviously, the Raiders went against the Broncos and kind of dominated them from start to finish, 40 points to 26, while the South Sydney Rabbitohs were in the game the entire time but lost 13 points to 12 in the end. This should be an absolute amazing matchup here.
Both sides winning, I should say winning and losing last week. The Raiders, it was an elimination final and they got the win, but also the South Sydney Rabbitohs losing by 1 point. So they can take it to the heads of the competition. The Rabbitohs and the Raiders are just coming into this game full of confidence, being able to score points. And there's Marshall Edwards, who I believe is back out on the wing here this evening. Which way are they going to go now? It's going to go left here. Wally Allen straight through the middle there. Over the 40 now. Allen will play the ball. Markers are going to get onside here for the Rabbitohs. They're going to send it left. Kaval will just tuck it under. Be pulled down short of the 30 here for the Canberra Raiders. It's fifth tackle for them. Tim James will send it off to the boot of Lewis. The crossfield punt down into that 10-metre box. And Collins for the return. That's a strong tackle there. That's well done. Xavier Demando, strong as always.
Yeah, good tackle there on the veteran winger. And so far, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, they're looking very strong here. But the Raiders, that was a very good start to the game. Kevin's underdogs here. I don't think many people gave them a chance considering how strong the Rabbitohs have been all season. It's a good start by the Canberra Raiders. And then I think this game is... I thought we could be here for more than 80 minutes this game. It just has that vibe. Both these teams playing very well, but that's not the kick they would have liked there.
Kevin Dixon coming in to try and put together a 40-20. Tim James will pick it up. Markers will get on side now. Kaval send it off to Aaron Leondis. He's going to drive there short of that 20-metre mark now. The Rabbitohs in their own half trying to hold them out. Matt Downey, who's going to have a starting position here this evening. Inside the red zone now, the Canberra Raiders are going to send it right, looking to spread the ball. Eli Barnes will step around one now. He brought down within the 10. Right hand the upright, and that's the first penalty given away there by the Rabbitohs. And they're going to open up the point scoring here with the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, smart decision by the Raiders. Bit of a frantic start. Obviously, the Rabbitohs making the error early on for the Kevin Dixon poor kick there. But they can sort of fill the game out. The Rabbitohs defense is quite strong. Get the 2 points while we can rather than risking going for the 6, and I think that was the right decision.
And Kaval will successfully convert there for the Canberra Raiders. 2 points the difference coming up to the 5-minute mark here. And this is looking to be an end-to-end game at the moment. That was the first break and play given away by a silly kick there from Kevin Dixon. And they didn't get the 6 points there, the Raiders, but they're definitely hunting points here this evening.
Yeah, you know, in these close games, if they expect to go down to the wire here with the Rabbitohs, they need those 2 points. They need them desperately, and that was a good little piece. I think that was a good decision there. Get the 2 points where you can. You might need them later on.
Good return there from Leondis, and I'll hand it off to their captain and Jordan Lewis now who play the ball. James will send it down the short side, out the back to Xavier Demando. He found a bit of space there, but brought down well in the end. Short of the 40 now here, the Canberra Raiders, they'll bring it back the way that it came. Thompson, a long ball out to Aaron Leondis. Who's there to meet him? And bring him down short of the halfway now. It's fourth tackle. They'll go right again. Thompson will go for a run as well this time. Brought down on the halfway here for the Canberra Raiders. Tim James is in there at dummy half. And they're going to send it right here for them. Kaval to do the kicking duties. Down to Tara and Clay. Clay will be handled well. Brought down short, 10 short of halfway now. The Rabbitohs have finally got some ball and some good field position. Can they do well with it? Aaron O'Hare now will be brought down there just short of the halfway. Second tackle for the Rabbitohs. Daniel Hellier will send it left to settling out of Mason Remy, who's found some space. That's an excellent run from the forward now. They were in the half earlier. Now they're even closer to the Raiders try line. They're going to go right. And McLucky will hand it off to Butterfield. That's a big shot put on the half. He'll get up and play it though. Left now. And Aaron O'Hare, he'll find some space. Post-contact meters for his troubles. 10 meters out, he'll play the ball for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. 5th tackle. Can they score off the kick? That's a wayward pass. And Jesse Bennett's going to knock it on. That's an opportunity blown there.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's actually just for the first time starting in front row. Or Stephen, probably quite a while. He played most of the second row last season. I don't remember the last time I saw Jesse Bennett starting in the front row position, but he is today. And that was a good little piece of play there by the Rabbitohs, but it was just disappointing there. End to the set, they just got it all wrong as now Lewis works the way.
What a run
from the Raiders.
It's a beautiful run there from the captain now, fending off the fullback. They're going to work the short side. Jacob Morrison will be handled well. That's a strong tackle made on him by Jai Collins. Demando on that dummy half will send it off to James. A long ball out to Aaron Leondis. And he'll be brought down in front of the sticks there. 3 to bring him down. James in there at dummy half. They'll go right. Thompson, the grabber kick. That's going to ricochet and be picked up by Daniel Hellier. He brought down 15 out of their own line. That's some strong desperation defense there from the Rabbitohs. And Mason Remy's going to turn it into attack now. Short of the 40. Markers are going to get on side. Will Hellier go for a scoot? No, he'll send it right. They'll work it one up the middle. Remy and O'Hare this time. He'll play the ball. They'll go left. Out to Dustin Richards. Up over the halfway. 3rd tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Hellier's going to bring it back the way they came. They'll send it off to Liam Ryan. He can't break a tackle there on that occasion. Just over the 40 now here for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Butterfield will go left. It's offload to Remy. The forwards linking. And he didn't lose any meters there, Mason Remy. They'll be looking for the kick here to pin the Raiders in their own half from McLucky. And that's an offside called straight into the back of his own player. And this will be a very good penalty, much needed for the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think the Rabbitohs are too impressed with them. They kick away these penalties where they kick it into the back. We'll see last week, it could be argued cost them the game. Whether you actually believe that was a penalty or not, we'll let you decide that. But the Rabbitohs are disappointed there. Another penalty given away. 2 penalties to begin this game, and the Raiders are looking strong.
Leondis there with the strong carry now. They'll work it through the forwards and off to Caval, actually. He'll take the run, the little half. We'll drive over the 30 now here for the Canberra Raiders. It's only 3rd tackle and they're 25 out from the Rabbitohs line. A short side play now. Xavier Demando finding some space. And Liam Ryan will cover up well at the back here now. Now they're in some good field position. The Raiders. Lewis will go for a run. 1-on-1 underneath the sticks. He'll be pulled up short. It's 5th now. Who are they going to send it to open the first try scoring? Grubber kick. Butterfield will pick it up well in the end. And both sides aren't being able to find the white line at the moment.
Yeah, it was a very good little set there by the Raiders after they got a penalty, and they're looking good, just not probably the kick they would have liked. There's the forwards of the Rabbitohs though, Mason Remy, Jesse Bennett, both had good starts, and they're looking to push forward here.
Yeah, and the work of Jesse Bennett and Mason Remy, as you mentioned there, Lockie, is just being wasted. As you know, the kicking's not helping them out at all. They get them in the field position. They're not able to complete. The Liam Ryan, strong run there now. Hellier will send it back to the forwards. O'Hare, ball play to Dustin Richards. What a ball. That is offload. Oh, Jordan Lewis take a bow. Out of nowhere, the captain swooped in and saved a potential 6-point try there, which would have been given to the Rabbitohs. But that is just all class from the lock forward.
It was really, really good stuff there from Jordan Lewis. Just up the middle, just... Richards looked good. He had O'Hare, I think it was on his inside. If that links up there, it's a certain try, but Jordan Lewis gets his hand in between and knocks it forward, regathers it, makes some meters too. He's had a really good start to this game to skip. Obviously, they're missing Rahul Kaval at the moment, but Jordan Lewis is definitely making his presence known, and the captain's definitely showing what he can do.
Well, at the way that they're playing, why would you get rid of Jordan Lewis? Every single run that he's having, he's fending off a player no matter who it is on the field. And Jai Collins now with the return. This is a foot race with Eli Barnes. And he dives into middle of nowhere and he's off to the races underneath the sticks here at ANZ Stadium to open the scoring. And it's the South Sydney Rabbitohs finding the white line here at ANZ Stadium.
Yeah, it was good stuff there. Jai Collins, the veteran, turns another veteran, Eli Barnes, inside out, and he makes it look oh so easy, Jai Collins, and great stuff there. And he'll score a try, and now the Rabbitohs take the lead for the first time in the match This has similar vibes to last week against the Manly Seagulls. Both sides just going tip for tap, sort of staying very close, and I get the feeling we could be going for a very similar account because both sides show what they can do early on here.
Well, the 2 points that the Raiders did take previously will help them with this. It'll only be 4 points the difference, assuming Butterfield will convert this. As he does, drives it over the black dot. It's 4 points the difference here with 15 gone in the first half in your SRL finals. Second week of finals on SRL TV for the week. And Cavaldo is going to put the ball on the tee. The Raiders, they need to fix their kick chase because that was despicable there. He let Jai Collins, the veteran, run all the way.
Yeah, look, you know, it would have been... I feel like the Raiders won't be very impressed with that. You saw in the background, I think it was Jordan Lewis said a few words to Eli. He wasn't very impressed with his fullback. He's getting more involved, Eli. He's hasn't been very involved to be in this game. I'd like to see him get his hands on the ball. We know how dangerous he could be if he gets the possession. But so far, he hasn't really had much to work with, I don't think.
And second tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're already up to their own 30. Short ball there to Mason Remy. And he'll drive short of the 40 now here for the Rabbitohs. Third tackle here for them. Hell yeah, he'll send it left. And a short ball there to Tyron Clay, who can't find any space. But he'll get some good post-contact meters there, though. Drag Cavallo along with him. They'll go right. McLucky, that's a big shot put on him there. The halves, they're wearing it here this evening. But they're holding on to the ball. That's all that matters. Butterfield with the kick downfield. Jacob Morrison's going to need a return of a lifetime here. And that's what he's going to give the Canberra Raiders. A foot race now with Liam Ryan, who's holding it with him all the way. At 20 out from their own line. And that's a strong tackle there by Ryan. Stayed with him for the distance. Took him at the death. Now that's 18 minutes gone. They're going to go left now. The Raiders. Thompson, he'll drive short. 5 out here of their own line. Which way's James going to send it? It's going to be right. Eli Barnes, you wanted him to get some more ball locky. Can't do much there on that occasion. Left hand the upright now. Third tackle. They'll go left. The switch play, matter of fact, inside. Jordan Lewis, he'll pass it off to Aaron Leondis, who bumps off one. And the Raiders are going to find the first try here. 6-all. And they're going to look to convert to make it 2 points in front.
Yeah, Jordan Lewis, just the X factor there. We see the play off quite often in the SRL, just inside ball there. Usually better to take the tackle, but there, Lewis, he sees some space. Leondis runs onto it, runs over top of one, and the Raiders get their first try for today. Great stuff there from the Canberra Raiders. They're looking to convert here to take the lead.
That's excellent stuff. And Caval to do the kicking duties. Rohan, that's excellent stuff here. 2 points the difference coming up to the halfway mark in the first half. And this is end-to-end footy at the moment here, Lockie.
Yeah, 100%. Just both teams showing what they can do. Jordan Lewis, he's probably been the best player in the park to begin this game. He's been absolutely terrific. All-star of that Jacob Morrison run. He made a mid-season trade from Penrith to Raiders, and hasn't he made up for lost time here? He's been incredible.
It certainly has, and interchanges both to the forwards. This is where the battle needs to be continued. These interchange forwards for their respective sides. They don't want to turn it down because both sides have come out firing Leondis, Remy for their respective sides. They need to continue it here coming into halftime. And as they get onto the field now here for the Canberra Raiders, the second tackle. James will work the short side now. Caval will be well handled. Strong tackle made there by Kevin Dixon involved. Just over the 30, they're going to go down now to Marshall Edwards, who's 5 short of the halfway now here. Fourth tackle for the Raiders. And James will send it left, and Lewis will ball play it here to Bruce Buckley. Buckley's going to drive up there just short of the 40 now here for them. Fifth tackle now. James will send it into the pocket for Caval to do the kicking duties, and that's not the best of strikes there from him. Richards will pick it up just in the Raiders' half. This is a good opportunity for the Rabbitohs to strike back.
Yeah, look, disappointing there from the Raiders up that they get points. Now the Rabbitohs go up the field. Down by 2 at the moment. Get the feeling there'll be a trick play coming up here. We know how dangerous they can be with some of the trick plays. Liam Ryan, we know how strong of a fullback he is, so we'll have to wait and see how they go.
And now they'll hand it off to Richards. The ball from McLucky. Over the 30 now. Marcus will get onside. They'll send it left. Off here to Aaron O'Hare. He'll drive into the 20 now. Fifth tackle here for them. 27 metres gain for the Rabbitohs. Raiders defended well. And Butterfield, the grubber kick, missed strike. Tim James will pick it up. They're there to cover. But that is just has been the case all evening in this first half from the Rabbitohs. The kicking game is just not on.
Yeah, kicking game hasn't been too great in my opinion. Just sort of, I don't know, it's just been a bit off to be honest. And at the moment, the Raiders Just probably, I don't think either team should have got the kicking game right so far, and it's just, it could be dangerous early on. If one of those teams picks up the kicking game, it can go a long way to winning this game.
Now they're on the 40, they'll play the ball. Samuel Lillard will go for a run now, up to the halfway for the Canberra Raiders. Two tacklers in there. They'll work the short side off to Jacob Morrison. That's strong stuff by Jai Collins. Drives him back to the halfway where the ball was played. 5th tackle for the Raiders now. Demando will hand it off to Lewis for the kicking duties, and that's a strong kick there from him. Liam Ryan for the return here. Step around one nearly. Get some post-contact meters, but that's well handled there, Liam Ryan.
A good kick there by the Raiders. We talked about the kicking game. That was a great kick there. Putting the Rabbitohs down in their own end, and now they have to defend it too. Richards
now with the run. The Rabbitohs here, they're trailing by 2 points. They need to find it back somehow. Ryan with the run. He's been dangerous with every touch that he's had. Looking to constantly break the line, but they'll slow play the ball down well here, the Raiders. Now they're going to go the short side. Short ball there to Richards, who's just constantly poking his nose through the line, finding every single inch of grass or turf that is presented to him. McLaughlin now will punt it cross field. Down to Jacob Morrison now. Morrison will step around one. Oh, we nearly had another foot race on our hands again. Brought down on the 25 now here, the Raiders. They're going to send it right. Thompson, short ball, Ben Arnold. Driven back there, well handled on this occasion now. 30 out from their own line here, the Raiders, a 2nd tackle. And they're going to go right. Eli Barnes will go out the back here to Rohan. He just needs to tuck the ball under here, Eli, and just go for a run. He can break the line anyway, just needs to break himself. Needs to back himself. Bruce Buckley for a strong run here now. And he'll hold the ball up over the halfway for the Raiders. 4th tackle. 27 minutes gone here in the first half on SRL TV. The 2nd week of finals. And that's 42 metres gained there from the Canberra Raiders. Within the South Sydney Rabbitohs half. And Xavier Demando will send it off here to Luke Thompson for the kicking duties. Off here to Tyron Clay now, who will have to return it for the Rabbitohs. And he's well handled there. Strong tackle. The forwards will get back on side. And the Rabbitohs, they're going to work it out their own end here. And they don't need to. The penalty will do it for them. Yeah, disappointing there from the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Sorry, Canberra Raiders. Up by 2. They need to keep the Rabbitohs in their own end. They're too dangerous to give them opportunities. And Butterfield will kick it out there. They'll get the ball back. And they'll look to work the way out of their own end. Because that was not great by the Raiders. They didn't do better than that. Dustin Richards now will go for the run. And Aaron O'Heal will be brought down on the halfway. This is only 2nd tackle for the Rabbitohs. One line break, and they're going to be in attacking territory. Inside now, Liam Ryan. That's a strong tackle made on him there. Excellent stuff. Coming into the final 10-minute stanza of this first half. They'll work it down this right-hand side now with Saddle Cart. Be handled well. 4th tackle now for the Rabbitohs. Can they do something with the ball? They're going to go left. Hell yeah with a run. And that's another excellent tackle there as well. We know how well he can break tackles out of nothing. Coming in to do the dummy half work will be Saddle Cart. Butterfield with the kick. That's better stuff there from the halves. Down here to Marshall Edwards, who's going to find a bit of room. But Ryan's back there to cover up well. And they'll be brought down here 35 out of their own line. The Canberra Raiders. Josh King will send it off. James. Short ball there to Buckley. And it'll be met there by Daniel Hellier, short of the halfway. 2nd tackle here for the Canberra Raiders. They're going to work it up the middle. Jordan Lewis now. Strong run there from the captain. The Raiders, they're going to spread it left now off to Samuel Lillard. And take 2 defenders to bring him down there now on this occasion. 4th tackle, they're going to go right. Thompson, short ball, Caval. Eli, he can't do anything with it. They know where he is on the field. He has a presence which to whatever team he comes up against. And that's a ricochet ball. Tim James will pick it up. And he'll, I think, go grubber it down to Jai Collins. But James, that looked to be something there. I think he might have just lost it. Yeah, look, it's a good little play there. He came across with a big hit on him, just jarred the forward lead. Saw Jai Collins run, but now another penalty. No. Rays have to be careful. He was last week they gave away 3 first-half penalties. Saw him who will get, sin bin and suspended for this game. But in order a similar outcome for next week, because that would be, if they go for next week, that would be devastating, especially against a team like the Cowboys. Definitely will be. Now they're 40 out here from their own line. Hell yeah, will send it right. McLucky off to Richards. And this is just poor discipline from the Raiders. The ref had to talk to Jordan Lewis, and one more silly error like that. Silly just, not thinking. Somebody's going to spend 10 in the bin, as Lockie already mentioned, and they don't want another suspension here. Ryan will send it off here now to Jai Collins. Strong tackle made there by Jacob Morrison. Third tackle for the Rabbitohs. They'll take a second to get the ball out, but they eventually do to Kausakau. Kausakau will drive there short of the 30 here for the Rabbitohs. It's fourth tackle. Hell yeah is going to send it left. Off here to Hayden Davis for a strong run to conclude the set here for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Fifth tackle for them. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. They're going to send it left. Out the back to Butterfield for the bond. That's not going to have much distance on it. Dixon will take it, but he won't go far. The Raiders hold him up well, just 20 out from their own line.
Yeah, rather disappointing there from the Rabbitohs that end of the set. They're getting lots of ball, they just can't seem to use it. Especially up the field, the Raiders are getting up in their face, they can't seem to go up the field at the moment. And it's causing them to, struggle. Really, Raiders are on top of this game. They're only up by 2, but they probably deserve to be up by a bit more than that, to be honest.
And that's a flat-footed Thompson there. And Eli Barnes, I believe, getting his first line break here of the evening. And now they're going to send it right. Lewis will go out the back at Eli again. Here he goes. He's getting some ball, breaking tackles. This is what we remember. This is what they need, the Raiders. This is where the points come from. Now they're 35 out here from the Rabbitohs line. The Raiders, they'll send it right, looking to spread it. Caval, they'll just tuck the ball under there and be brought down on the 30. They need the kick to go right here, the Raiders. James will send it in the pocket for King. And that's a beautiful punt downfield there. Tyrone Clay for the return. And that's a strong tackle made on them there. Strong stuff. They're going to look to pin the Rabbitohs down in their own half here.
Yeah, I actually feel like this might be one of the first touches Tyrone Clay's had all day, but Raiders are making sure the ball does not go towards him. They're forced to give him to him that time. But they got 4 defenders on him to make sure he has no room whatsoever. It's great stuff there from the Raiders. Have done the homework coming up to this game.
The backs need to come in, handle the workload here. Oh, he'll go for a run, and that's why they're getting fatigued. And he's put on his backside with a shot there from the Raiders. And an opportunity coming at a half-time now. Bruce Buckley will find some space. It's minutes, they're dying. But can the Raiders find some points? They're going to go left. Lewis, short ball, Lillard straight through a hole. Be brought down there within the 10 now here. This is good field position for the Raiders. James will send it left. Out the back, Demando will be taken into touch. Forward pass called by the touchy. And the Rabbitohs, they hold on at the death.
Yeah, it was a great little piece of play there by the Raiders, but the Rabbitohs defended well. Demando looked at, obviously it was a forward pass anyway, but a great tackle there, putting his body on the line, Jai Collins, and the veteran winger takes him over. Great stuff there, but now another error.
Oh!
The shot's
big shot everywhere. Again. And the balls are flying out as well of the hands of the attackers. Now Arnold will go for a run. They're 20 out here from the opposition line. The Raiders, can they find some more points? They'll send it off here to Wally Allen. Surely Jordan Lewis has to get some ball playing involved here. They'll go left. Lewis, he'll tuck it under in front of the sticks. 10 out now. Third tackle. A minute and a half to go here in the first half. They'll go right. Caval, he'll just take a run as well here. It's fourth tackle. The Raiders have to spread it, surely. James will send it left. The short ball there to Matt Downey, and he's well handled there. Strong defense. Minute to go here. Right hand to the upright. James will take the play. The ball, he'll send it left. Thompson, grab a kick. And there's Aaron O'Hare to pick it up. This is some desperation defense here from the Rabbitohs. They're out on their feet, and they're holding on. They want the win. They're going to go into the break 2 points down. But they're doing an excellent world of stuff here. Seconds to go in the first half. They'll go right. McLucky, short ball to Jesse Bennett. 10 to go. 30 out here from their own line. They'll get one more play here. The Rabbitohs are going to work it off here to Dustin Richards. And that's a siren. He'll find some space. He'll offload it to Dixon. But going into half-time here at ANZ Stadium, the Canberra Raiders lead 8 points to 6 against the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
From video editing to thumbnail design, Flow Managing covers all of your YouTube and social media needs, relieving the stress of finding creative workers and giving you more time to be creative yourself. Why wait? Join Flow Managing and we will work for you.
Welcome back here to the second half in your second week of SRL finals. Going into the break, the Canberra Raiders leading 8 points to 6 against the South Sydney Rabbitohs here at ANZ Stadium. End-to-end footy, one try apiece to both sides. Lachlan Martin, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, both teams showed a lot of determination in the defence. I thought the defence was the main attribute of that first half. Not a single player from... There's only one player in the entire game having more than 3 line breaks in that first half, which is not something we see often in the SRL. Often there's lots of line breaks galore, especially early on in the game. Well, that's a good one there by Aaron, and he just breaking up the middle. It's good stuff. Both teams' defense has been absolutely incredible. Rabbitohs forced to make 20 more tackles than the Raiders in that first half, which is another thing. They've started hot here over Rabbitohs.
And that's how they started as well, their forwards. They're going to be starting here at the moment. Filippo Gould now with a good run. He's found some space here, Gould. He'll offload it now to McLucky. And then Lucky now will drive 20 out here from the own line. Ricocheted pass. Gould will pick it up again. And he'll drive now within the red zone here. This is a beautiful start here from the Rabbitohs. 68 metres gained here for them. They're going to go right in the kick from McLucky. That's on point in the bomb. Who's underneath? It'll be Kevin Dixon. But Josh King will jump up high above and take it cool, calm, and collected. That's beautiful stuff.
Yeah, great catch there by Josh King, showing how defense has just been the main attribute of this game. 14 points in the first half is not what we usually see in the Rabbitohs. Their attack has been a little bit lackluster the past couple of weeks, but they've made up with how strong and gritty their defense has been. Defending for every little last second. They're playing finals, but the last one they could come up with it. They're currently down by 2. That was a great start for this first half, but now second half I should say, but now a penalty.
The commentator's curse is in full effect there from your SRL commissioner. The penalty given away there to the Canberra Raiders to get them out of trouble. That was about third or fourth tackle, so they'll be angry and frustrated with themselves there, the Rabbitohs. But there's 3 minutes gone here in the second half, and they'll hand it off here to Charlie Rossini. And this is really where they could be taking advantage here, Lockie. You know, the Rabbitohs, they've kept quite a few of their starting forwards out there. And the Raiders, they've brought out, you know, Charlie Rossini and those types of players off of the bench. They definitely could make an indent. But talk about indent, Aaron Leondis bumping off one there. It's third tackle now here for the Raiders. 40 out here from the Rabbitohs line. They'll work it right. Thompson out the back to Leondis. And then he'll drive there too to bring him down the tackle. Tim James in there at dummy half now. And he'll send it right. Caval, short ball, Eli Barnes, who nearly found the back line there. He brought down there on the 20 now here. 20 out from the Rabbitohs line. They'll send it left. Caval, the kicking duties, offside penalty. And both sides, they're just giving each other opportunities here. And they're just going to wait to see who can take full advantage of it.
Yeah, another aspect of the commentator's curse that's into opponent. I talked about how it looked like a fast track at the beginning of this game. It's now gone wet footy, and they've just hit a forward pass.
Ruben Bobs now will take the ball. Both sides not wanting it by the looks of it. Marcus will get onside. They'll go left. The cut-out ball to Xavier Demando. He met well. Good inside cover defense there. Marcus getting onside. James, he'll send it right. Leondis with a run now, met well by some strong defenders. And it'll just be one-on-one in that tackle. They'll go left. Short ball there to Lillard now. Samuel Lillard will drive it there. Short of the 10 here for the Rabbitohs' fourth tackle. They're going to work it right. Leondis, that should have been forward, but he's still going to work it offload. James now, driven back to the 10. Eli Barnes, I believe, is going to have to come and do the dummy half duties. They're going to send it right now, matter of fact. Caval, bomb, that's on point there from Thompson, matter of fact. Tyron Clay will take it, but he's going to be driven back into the in goal. And the Raiders, they're finally forced to repeat set here within the Rabbitohs half.
Great result there from the Canberra Raiders. Just a good kick there, and Tyron Clay got above the pack, made the catch. But that defender's there just to push him back, and now the Raiders have presented a brilliant opportunity to make something of this game and extend their lead.
Now they're going to work it. They'll spread the ball right. Caval will go for a run now. Eli Barnes has to be the man, surely. They're going to go left. Charlie Rossini, long ball. Thompson, he'll drive now into the red zone. Third tackle here for the Canberra Raiders. Demando will send it left. Cut out ball there to Jacob Morrison. And that's strong stuff there from Jai Collins. Marcus getting onside. They're going to send it right. Short ball there to Lillard. That's excellent stuff one-on-one. He'll be held up there just short of the white stripe. They're going to go for a run here. They are on it all day, all night. And the Rabbitohs, they hold on again. This has been the case all game.
Yeah, great stuff at all. No.
Oh, no. Leondis. He's already scored one. Can he get another? He'll be brought down short. Left hand to the upright. The Raiders will go right. Thompson there as well. He'll be brought down. This is strong stuff here from the Rabbitohs. Can they hold on? One more set they're going to be saying to the boys. Left now. Morrison, look at this defense. Saddle cut there on this occasion. Demando in there at dummy half. They'll work it right. Thompson, he'll drive 2 in there, the tackle to put him on his back. Will James go for a scoot here? We'll find out. He'll send it right. Ricochet picked up by Daniel Hellyear. And they hold on. The Rabbitohs take a bow. This defensive line, ANZ Stadium, is standing tall. And the Rabbitohs, they're the building blocks of it.
That was semi-finals defense right there. We don't usually see it in the SRL. Usually it's more about the attacking play. But this Rabbitohs team, that's as good a defense I've seen this game from them. They should have, with how much ball variety they've had, they should be down by at least another try. At least. But they're just somehow hanging in there. They've got to find a way to get up the field now because they're only getting up to the 30. The Raiders are going to be right back down there by the end of the set.
This is semi-finals at its greatest. So here now with the kicking duties. Well, they need to watch out here. Here he comes, Eli Barnes. Stepping around one. Goodbye, Liam Ryan. And off goes Eli Barnes. He's off to the races underneath the sticks. And he's the glitch in the game, Eli Barnes. That is beautiful stuff there from the veteran fullback.
Yeah, Eli Barnes, take a bow. Just a funny little step there, and Ryan had no shot of laying a finger on him. We talked, he was a bit quiet in the first half, but he's lit the stadium alight now. And although I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't about defending the consist like that, they were still tired from that defending. They weren't able to catch up to Eli Barnes, who was as, you know, he was just fit. He was just ready to go. He was as fresh as a daisy, and he just went straight through there. Liam Ryan couldn't catch up to him, and all of this defending they've done has finally come back to bite them, and the Raiders extend their lead.
You just had the feeling with the ferocity and the determination, Lockie, that he returned with that ball, that something was going to happen out of nothing. And he's that type of player all day, all night. He can do something like that, and it's not something we're surprised of. It's what the fans, the community, the players also on the field, either side, expect him to do, and they fear it.
Yeah, they expect... It's not what we expect from Barnes there, just to do something out of nothing each game. And that was it for this game. He had a quiet first half, but that's just what he can do. Just light up this game like it was literally nothing.
Now they're going to work it out of their own end. Now, the 2 points taken from the Canberra Raiders will make it 8 points the difference here. Considering how low scoring this game has been, Lockie, this could actually scoreboard pressure you would have to feel and expect here from the Rabbitohs will be in full effect.
Yeah, no, that's a great pass there. Oh, now a high shot.
Oh, high shot.
This game
out of nowhere. Ruben Mobbs copped it there. But surely the ref could have let it play on there, Lockie, because he passed it out there to the outside backs. He looked to be gone, but they called it back. The ball went into touch. And they're 20 out here from the Rabbitohs line. The Raiders. Rossini now will go for a run. Back on the attack now, the Canberra Raiders. First tackle, they'll go left. The halves will link there. Luke Thompson will pick up the ball now. Left hand the upright, 10 out from the opposition line. Tim James will send it back the way that it came. Caval, the halves will go running here. 2 in there to bring him down. And he drove well there now. They'll look here. The forward play. Thompson, short ball to Lillard. They'll hold him up above the line there now. Tim James back in there at dummy half. They'll go right. This is strong defense here. The Rabbitohs semi-final stuff. This is the best that we've ever seen defend all season. 5th tackle now here from the Rabbitohs. Thompson, he'll send it up in the air. Right field bomb. Taken well there by Dixon. And that is excellent stuff. He took something out of Tyron Clay's book, but went it that extra bit further to stay in the field of play.
That was a great catch there by Kevin Dixon. If they come back from this, the Rabbitohs, that would be a catch we look for and say that could have been the moment, because he just got his hands up there, made the catch, and his big body, good center of gravity, just got to the ground quickly, and thought that was an error there.
Hey, hold on.
The Rabbitohs have to stop making these errors. It's become wet recently. They can't keep making these errors and getting away with it at the moment.
And now they're 3rd out. They need Mason Ramey back out there on the field. He's been having a big break, hasn't he, Lockie? And we're coming up to the point, but you're just feeling they need a big forward to open the game up. But they're kicking it down here to Eli Barnes again. Why are they doing the same thing? Well, that's why. Excellent, strong tackle there. But the Rabbitohs, they're looking a bit down in the forwards. They need somebody to come out and fire.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I think it's got to be Liam Ryan. He's going to make something of this. The leader in the team, as I thought that was knock on. But
forward, surely.
They're going to say play on there. Rabbitohs aren't getting much of a way at the moment.
Charlie Rossini now will go for the run. 35 out here. It's fourth tackle. This is a strong defensive set here from them. They'll go left to Leondis. He handled well here, though. Yeah, that's fifth tackle here for the Canberra Raiders. They'll be looking for the crossfield punt from Thompson. Downfield. Down to Collins, and he'll step around one now, Collins. Here's a foot race with Eli Barnes. He was fresh earlier. Can he hold it with him, Eli? They're 20 out now. They're still holding it, and he'll bring him down on the 10 left hand of the upright. The Rabbitohs, here's the attacking opportunity. Can they take advantage of it? They'll go left. Liam Ryan, you asked for him, Lockie, and here he is for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. What's he put on his back? The ref wants to go up and check it. The rain's pouring down here, and the captain, he's over. There's mud everywhere, and he's driving straight through it here to bring his side back into the game.
Yeah, he might have been the one to score it, but I want to go back to Jai Collins. That was an absolutely terrific run there. Again, he scored the first try, set up the second try with that run. And then Liam Ryan finishes off with a beautiful little play there. Just gets on the outside of the shoulder, takes on, runs hard, and he knows how to score tries. He finds one there. And that's exactly what the Rabbitohs needed. And we've now a massive kick here.
A kick of a lifetime. I'm going to be quiet and just let this man talk for us.
Easy as you like.
Oh, that is excellent stuff. Easy as you like there. Lachlan Martin loves it. ANZ Stadium loves it. And there's 20 minutes to go here in the second half. On SRL TV, the finals are alive. 2 points the difference. What a game of footy we have on our hands.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. From here, 20 minutes to go. It's about this period. Obviously, in the game they played early in the year, it was 12 points to 10. Sarana here scoring in the 55th minute to win it there. No points after that mark. So these teams have a history of defensive games, and I feel like there may only be 1 or 2 more tries left in this game.
Now they're going to go left. Hayden Davis for the run. Now it's clocked over to the 20 minutes, and the forwards, they're running straight off. They've had enough, and now they're going to go right here to McLucky for a run. 25 out from their own line. Third tackle. Kausakau inside Ryan. The previous try score will be handled well there. 35 out. That's a strong run. Marcus will get onside. Hell yeah. They're going to look for the early kick here, the Rabbitohs from Butterfield. That's a good strike. The crossfield punt across the body. And Eli will get to it on the bunts. Watch out, says Lachlan Martin. And Liam Ryan's there with him. Can he go all the way, Eli? He's still going to be brought down on the 10. He got there this time, Liam Ryan. Held it with him all the way. That was strong stuff. But the Raiders, they've got the attacking reins here now. Rossini will offload it to Mobs. Mobs will be brought down 5 short of the Rabbitohs line. James will go for a run. They knew his playbook there. Well handled. Third tackle for the Raiders. They'll go left. A very beautiful ball there to Wally Allen. In front of the sticks. They'll go the same way. Straight through the hole. Lillard. Easy as you like. Nonchalantly. And that's excellent stuff here. Beautiful ball from Tim James.
Yeah, just Lillard charging onto it and straight through a gap there. Butterfield doesn't even lay a hand on him. At this point, with that, there's a lot of defending Rabbitohs. And once again, it's just too easy. They've been struggling to got field all day. And the Raiders extend their lead. And they'll be looking to make it 8 points once again.
That was a beautiful ball from Tim James, Lockie. That cut out 3 defenders. And we can all give it to Butterfield for not making that tackle, but the inside defense, you have to shift over. There's nobody else in front of you. The ball's going out like that. And you can't be leaving holes in your defense. They've been defending well so evening. And it's just such a shame that it has to be given away like that.
Yeah, look, it was disappointing there overall from everyone involved. It was a good pass from Tim James, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't great defense from the Rabbitohs. They've been defending well all night. Eventually catches up to you. Haven't had much ball at all in the Raiders, and they need to force an error here. They need to find something. Because at the moment, the Raiders have 1 foot in the door of a grand final qualifier.
They definitely do. Now they're going to send it right. And Kaval now, he'll drive. Short of the 30 now. They're going to go right now. Josh King, inside ball. Eli Barnes, well handled. Brought down in the 40 now, Eli.
Let him go.
No, work it left. Kaval, short ball, Allen. And Allen will be brought down on the halfway now here for the Canberra Raiders. 4th tackle. Tim James will send it left. Thompson work it out the back here now to Jacob Morrison, who finds some space. But they're back there to cover. And now the 30 out here from the opposition line. Demando in there at dummy half. 15 to play here in the second half. The finals, Ricochet, Rossini will take it. And that's a missed opportunity there to put even more pressure on the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, I said there was one or two more tries. I've seen 2 tries now. Maybe even 3 tries since I've said that. But I get the feeling that if the Raiders score next, you can count the Rabbitohs out. The Rabbitohs need to be the next to score because at the moment, the Rabbitohs are just... The Raiders are just playing better footed now. I don't think that they can chase down 3 tries, but they might be able to score 2 tries, Rabbitohs.
Now they're going to work it left. McLucky for the run, and that's a strong run there from him.
Good run.
And now which way are they going to send it? Excellent stuff. They needed it. Now they're going to send it right. Ricochet, Josh Shuttlecutt will pick it up. He won't go anywhere now. 25 out. 4th tackle. The Rabbitohs, they need a line break, and they're going to send it off to Hayden Davis for the run. Brought down left-handed up right now here for them. Hell yeah, will go in there at dummy half. They need the kick of a lifetime. McLucky, grab a kick, and that's going to be a knock. All matter of fact, my apologies. Ryan will pick it up. The ref's going to call play back to the 15-meter mark. The Raiders, they'll hold on.
Yeah, a little bit disappointed there from McLucky. You know, he was owning that set. It looked like he had a good kick there. I actually thought he made contact with the boot. Ref said no. We're disappointed there, McLucky, but he's been good today. He hasn't done much today, but he's been decent all around. And I think some of the other veterans need to set up. Butterfield hasn't been his best today. I feel like Lee Ryan should be getting a little bit more involved. I know he scored the last try, but he needs to be better than what he has been. If they're able to come back, they need to make something up in the last 12 minutes because their season's hanging by a thread at the moment.
4th tackle. Mobs will go for a run to end the set here for the Raiders. 12 to play here. Can the Rabbitohs keep their final series alive? Caval will send it left.
Watch out.
And Jai Collins for the return. Watch out. He's been all over the field all night, getting line breaks out of nothing, but they'll be well handled there. Hell yeah, will hand it off here to Saddlecutt now. Strong run there. Coming into play at the forwards to finish off his stint. They'll go left to Jesse Bennett. Ball play to Hayden Davis. That is strong stuff. Offloading it back to Bennett now. Up on the halfway now here, the Rabbitohs. Hell yeah, we'll send it right. Underneath now, it'll go to Butterfield and out the back to Saddlecutt. Saddlecutt will wind up there over to the 40. 2 in there to bring him down in the tackle. Demando in there. Strong tackle underneath. Now they're going to send it left. Butterfield off here to Mason Remy. And Remy will settle it there on the 30 for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Now Hoya will send a long pass out to McLucky for the kicking duties. They need to watch Marshall Edwards here. Stepping around one. Here's another foot race. He's been doing this all evening, Liam Ryan. Coming from the inside. Who is that? He can't hold it with him. Edwards still going. Ryan will take him at the death. Left hand to the upright now, the Raiders. This is familiar territory. The long line break and then the try. And here comes Eli Barnes. Well handled. Had to be shut down there, and that's what they did. James will send it left now. Caval, he'll run, but it'll be in vain. Caval's going to drive short there, right hand the upright. Marcus will get onside. James will send it right. Inside ball. Eli Barnes offload Mobs. He was over. Why didn't he hold it? He had to. Now they're going to work the short side. And it's Jordan Lewis, the captain, will be put on his back there. That's 5th tackle. They'll get one more chance here, I believe. The ref wants to check it. The Rabbitohs need to hold on.
Yeah, they're going to check that one. I don't know what they're checking now. Barnes, he was over. Why did he pass it? You don't see Barnes do that very often, but the Raiders, if they're going to try here, it's over. Rabbitohs have to keep them out.
You have to watch it here. Oh, that's excellent stuff. Picked up by Jesse Bennett. They were all over that, the defensive line, the Rabbitohs. And they held on. First tackle here for them. Liam Ryan's going to go for a run, and this is what they need. He'll be met well by Eli. 35 out. The fullback's not in position. If they can get a line break here, they'll get some good meters. Hayden Davis will get the ball. Bit of a ricochet pass, but holds on to it in the end. They're going to go right. McLucky, short ball there to Mason Remy. Good run there from the forward. Over the halfway now here for the Rabbitohs. 4th tackle. Hell yeah, we'll send it left. McLucky, short ball there to Hayden Davis to finish off the set. It's going to be 5th tackle. 8 minutes to go here in the second half. And your second game on SRL TV here this week. McLucky, the crossfield punt. Well, this is dangerous. Jacob Morrison, what can he do? Strong tackle there. That's excellent stuff. I believe that was Harris Andrews there to meet him. Now it's first tackle here for the Canberra Raiders. They'll send it right. Working their way out of their own end. The Rabbitohs aren't giving them an inch. Lillard being driven back there. 30 out here from their own line. Thompson will send it off here to Lewis, but Remy's out there well to meet him. Third tackle, they'll go left. Allen will drive there, 5 short of the halfway. Fourth tackle now, the Raiders. They're just doing the one-up stuff, and they'll continue it with Caval. We have to believe here, Lockie, if they kick it down to Collins, they need to watch out. The left at Leondis, and that's what they're going to do. Here he comes, Jai Collins. He's winding up. Demando, take it, bow. That is excellent stuff. He's been showing his class all evening defensively, and that's a tackle of a lifetime.
Yeah, the Raiders, they own finals footy. They always win when it matters in knockout footy, except for the grand final. I guess that's for both these teams, but the Rabbitohs, they're just trying their hearts out, but the Raiders' defensive line aren't letting them get any meters at all, and at the moment it's becoming it's looking less and less likely as the game goes on.
Hell yeah, now send it left off to Hayden Davis, who nearly finds some space. They need something here, the Rabbitohs. There's 5 to go, 8 points the difference. It's slowly winding down, and that's a ricochet kick. And you might call it there, Josh King. If they can force an error here, it might be a different story. But the Raiders, they're looking to write their own story. Caval now with the run. 40 out here now from the Rabbitohs line. Second tackle. They'll send. This is a strong run here forwards, off to Leondis. Leondis will drive there. That's a strong run there from him. Third tackle now. Left hand the upright. They'll work it back that same way. And Lillard will drive. 10 out here from the Rabbitohs line. The Canberra Raiders will go right. Aaron Leondis again. He scored the first try. Can he score the final? In front of the sticks, he'll play the ball here now. It's 5th tackle for the Raiders. They'll go right. Thompson, grab a kick. Picked up there by Hayden Davis. And that's a fitting place to end the game. Within the 10-metre box here, the Rabbitohs, they're not going to go far here by the looks of it.
Yeah, they've just been trapped down this 40-metre line this entire game. Bar a few moments they scored off, but it's just been impossible for them to get any sort of momentum. And the Raiders look to be heading to a grand final qualifier next week against the Cowboys.
Brought down there, well there. Strong tackle from Saddlecut. They'll work it right now. Butterfield, short ball, Ryan. Here he goes, Liam Ryan. And he'll be brought down there, well there by Barnes. He'll be taken out of this aerial raid that the Rabbitohs are going to look to put on here now. Oh, no. Ricocheted pass. Butterfield will just go for the run. And that's been the story all night. Minute and a half to go. And the Raiders, well, they're getting ready to celebrate.
Yeah, they're not going to win it from here, the Rabbitohs. The Raiders, they played well. And they deserve this. They've showed us why they're just so good in this finals footy. They know how to win finals footy. And they're looking to go to their the grand final qualifier next week.
Wally Allen now. Seconds away at ANZ Stadium. They're going to go left. The Canberra Raiders fans in the house, they'll get up on their feet after this one. 20 seconds to go now. And James will send it right. Thompson, short ball there to Eli Barnes. Oh, close. If they can get a try here, they'll get one more play by the looks of it. No, it won't. That's full time. They're in the background. They're screaming. They're shouting. The Canberra Raiders, they get the win. 20 points to 12 against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. The whole of Canberra is going to be up on their feet here. Their side are 80 minutes away from a grand final.
Yeah, look. Rabbitohs made way too many errors today. And gave way too many penalties. They also made close to 75 more tackles than the Raiders. They weren't going to win with those stats. And in the end, it was just too much for them.
It definitely was. All that defensive work on their line did come back to bite them. And that wall eventually did fall there from the Rabbitohs as we go to look at more individual stats here from the Rabbitohs. And Daniel Hellyer, 36 tackles made, 3 missed. And you're just talking about Lockie, 75 tackles the difference. The Rabbitohs having to make over 200. They definitely were out on their feet there.
Yeah, they tried their best. It was just too much in the end. And Aaron Hale also made 33 tackles before he went off. It was just crazy stuff there in the end.
I want to give it to Jai Collins. Over 200. That is it.
Yeah, he wasn't going to go wondering today.
No,
he wanted to make sure his team got there. He doesn't want to go out without another ring.
Well, some players might have gone out wondering here, but he's the one that definitely didn't. He left everything out there on the field, which he does each week. But the veteran's showing to us and the rest of the competition He's still got a few more years under his belt because he's got the pace and he outran Eli Barnes. And that's excellent stuff there from the Rabbitohs. Unfortunately, not coming away with the win as we go over to look at the Canberra Raiders. And Eli Barnes, 5 line breaks for 267 running meters, 1 try. The man to seal the deal here for them. Tim James, as usual, 2 try assists, 26 tackles. That's pretty much that's what we expect from them. Every single part here from the Raiders, Lockie, played their part.
Yeah, no, really good. Eli Barnes was just, he was the difference today, in that second half especially. And Aaron Leondis played absolutely incredible. He's had an absolute amazing year. Had a really underrated year too. Jordan Lewis was good as always. And in the end, it was just too much for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They go out in back-to-back weeks as the Raiders look to move on to next week's game against the Cowboys.
They definitely do there. The Canberra Raiders will come away with it 20 points to 12 against the South Sydney Rabbitohs here at ANZ Stadium. And that's going to be it for your week 2 of SRL finals here on SRL TV. But the Canberra Raiders are 80 minutes away from an SRL grand final potentially. But this has been an excellent game from both sides. They've held on. It went to the death. But it was 8 points the difference here against the Canberra Raiders. Thank you very much for joining me. Stay tuned for next week for more finals action as we do determine who will be going into the grand final. I'm Eddie Oliver, joined by your SRL Commissioner, Lachlan Martin. Enjoy your evening.
Pan 5.